Takashi Iizuka on future potential on Sonic Unleashed PC port is a maybe.
That's a surprise.
Which means, yes, there's going to be one.
Well, again, if you get basically the head of Sonic Team, if he says maybe, that could mean that's arguably a yes, but we have to wait and see.
Well, he said maybe when he said he was going to do a Chao Gang focused game, and we still haven't got shit about it.
Well, again, I do remember one year I was thinking, do you want Omochao to be in the next Sonic game? Yes, no!
No. He fucking appears anyway, probably.
I know, it's like, that's the case. Sometimes you ask for one thing, but you really don't want it.
Well, I won't put it past them to actually release Sonic Unleashed on PC, because A, we've got Lost World on PC now, which seems to be doing pretty okay. And we've had Sonic Generations, which has probably one of the biggest mod supports of recent years. Like, currently, right now, there is a Unleashed Project 2.0 to be released, which includes updated versions, more tweaked versions of the levels, and actual DLC levels as well.
Yeah, because this pretty much comes back to the whole point. When Generations came out, there was the small community that basically said we want the Unleashed levels, but with the Generation-style controls.
But having a full-on Unleashed game where you can actually mod that, like let's include some Generations or Lost World stuff into, I don't know, the Werehog stages, make nighttime versions and expand the levels or make them shorter.
That depends how much people really want to play those Werehog levels again.
Me, I do.
Okay, well, there's one.
But saying on any Sonic parts is like we've had pretty much every single Sonic game on PC now, except for Unleashed and Colors. So if we get an Unleashed part, which I'm going to assume is going to be the HD version and not the Dimps version. And then, hopefully, if that goes well, we get a Sonic Colors PC port, and people can port those levels to the Unleashed or Generations.
I'm going to say, because that would be interesting if they were to redo them again, visually and control-wise in that area.
Well, we're seeing how gorgeous Planet Wisp is, despite being a shit level.
Yeah, I mean, arguably the worst level of the game.
I would love to see Tropical Coast in HD, or even Aquatic Park.
Yeah. I mean, again, you have to remember that Colors, arguably, it's one of those games that you could say graphically isn't really doing that much, but just the way they do it artistically and what they do with the actual engine, it's still a pretty looking game.
And because we've seen Starlight Carnival in Sonic All Stars Racing Transformed.
Yeah, I mean, again, seeing that, oh boy, that would be a visual grace.
Yeah, where the big ship just comes in, that is just gorgeous. Even on the Wii, that looked gorgeous.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's to see that, ideally in the Unleashed and Generation type engine, the Hedgehog engine, if we're still going on that would be impressive.
Well, what I like to see is actually, could we possibly have a PC port of Sonic Chronicles?
That'd be interesting.
Since Square's managed to put Final Fantasy 3 and 4 onto PC, how do you do Chronicles? Because that would be fun.
Yeah, but it's interesting actually talking about the style modding thing, because think about this. For a while, whenever games get ported to PC, there's always going to be people who want to add stuff or try and implement their own things. And for a while, there was
Bethesda games are like the gold mine of mods.
Exactly, but again, there was a long time where developers didn't like it, or they never officially said.
No, because they saw it like you're breaking the game, you're changing something that they created.
I mean, you're literally like ripping open the innards of our game and just messing around with it.
You're taking our car, repainting it, and trying to push it back onto other people.
Yeah,
but it's not really. No, we just got a little decal we'll stick on the window.
No, I mean, you look at, for instance, a good example is Doom. I mean, Doom is arguably the game that started modding. I mean, how many times that game has been changed or redone for various other projects over the years? It is the epitome of modding. I mean, even the new Doom has got a whole modding thing in it itself. So it's interesting for Tashi to say maybe, at least he's aware of this community. He's aware of what these people do. So I wouldn't be too surprised of whatever he does with the next few Sonic games. There isn't more of emphasis on, when we've done it, we will allow it to be out there for fans to do what they want with it, officially. So I wouldn't be too surprised if that happens.
Well, considering there are frequent Sonic Amateur Games Expos, or the Sonic Hacking Games Expos, where people go, and they do exist, which is the one place I actually find a bunch of fan games actually spotlight in my blue blur. that's if you notice, like aside from episode 1, every episode of Blue Blur has had a fan game in the beginning.
Yeah, but like I said, to have that pretty much coming from the head of Sonic Team, basically, again, whether this is a real yes or no, I mean, it's probably more the case if he's aware of it and he's considering it more than anything else.
There is the potential for it, and there is the potential for a Sonic Colors PC port as well.
I mean,
we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, put it this way. I mean, basically, if this goes, then we will basically have the equivalent of Super Mario Maker, but on a much grander scale.
Wait, I forgot about Sonic Heroes. That needs a PC port as well.
That is the goal.
In Japan, it is on the PSN. Yeah. Where the fuck is it for you for the Western audiences?
Oh, yeah, well, that's the case. If it doesn't, well, there's always modding.
Someone mod Sonic Heroes into something, please.